gentleman I know from St. Clair Shores named Rob Emerson. And I had asked the guard, you know, is Miss Butz in it? Is the Secretary of State? And he goes, well, I never see her. I'm like, what do you mean you never see her? He said, she doesn't come here. I said, really? Okay. Well, Article 5, subsection 9 of the Michigan Constitution states, and I will paraphrase because I don't know it by heart, but if you are the head of a department in Michigan, all right, you are required by the Constitution to keep your office at the seat of government, Lansing, and to supervise in person. It's in the Constitution, folks. I'm not making this stuff up. So here we are, we're all busy with our lives, working, paying taxes. I go through this process just to try to audit the poll book. I've learned so much about how really bad it is. So we talked to the manager, and he said, you're not allowed in here. I'm like, it's a public building. What do you mean we're not allowed in here? This is where you keep the records for the state. You're not allowed in here. Well, why not? I'm not going to say. Like, what do you mean you're not going to say? And this is what I was saying a minute ago. You have to become competent Americans and know your rights. Because here's what I'm telling you. They've used this system, this Executive Administration Procedural Act, to basically treat us all as unpaid employees. Okay? But here's the beauty of it. Because we're incompetent minors in this system, and that's how they get around, you know, it's like they treat you like a 2-year-old child, right? Your child doesn't know any better, so the parent represents them. That's what they do. But now, once you educate yourself, folks, you can now turn the system back at them. And so what I learned under this Executive Administration Procedural Act is that we have perfect standing to request an administrative hearing if one of these government employees does not perform their job duty. So I'm really extending grace to the police departments and the sheriff's department in Macomb County. But if they all shut us down and say there's no crime, even though we're giving them black and white proof of the crime, I will be going to the Michigan Court of Claims. That's at the appellate level. We don't have to go to district and circuit court when it comes to the state. I will go to the Court of Claims probably early August, and I will file for an executive administration hearing. And I will show the evidence of these government employees not performing their job responsibilities, and to have them removed. Just like any other corporation, guys, because these are all corporations. The police department in this city is a corporation. It's all corporations. Go look for the word law. You don't see, now Michigan compiled law, it says law, but it's all code and statute. Guess what code is? Commercial law. We're being ruled under commercial law because our republic is on lawfuls. Okay? And so you've got to stop watching TV. You've got to stop going to the movies. You've got to shut off that. By the way, television, that was created by the CIA. Think of the word, television. It's strictly designed for propaganda. It's what it is. Anything you hear on TV or on the radio or you read on the internet that comes from authority, government, the media, assume the opposite is true. And I'm not saying that lightheartedly. I'm telling you. Remember when COVID, when Pfizer, remember the big, Pfizer, FDA gave full approval to the Pfizer jab, right? Yes. It was all over the news, and okay, now it's FDA approved. Well, I went to the FDA's website, I downloaded the letter. They didn't approve it. They just extended the emergency use authorization. But the government and the news media lied. They said it was fully approved.